I'm Laura Shorter with Pocketful of Sunshine Miniature Golden Retrievers, and I'm here today to talk to you about biting dogs and puppies. The comment has come up recently a couple of times about the idea of how do you handle a dog that's biting? Puppies in particular. And so the first thing I wanted to discern is that there's a difference between a biting puppy and a biting adult dog. A nipping puppy is typically playing, and this is how puppies play with each other. This is how they play with other dogs. And if you watch a puppy with an adult dog will nip at them or rrr and correct them and tell them you've gone too far, that's enough or whatever, right? And we as humans don't speak dog, so we don't act that way. And so then what happens is we have this irritating puppy that keeps biting us. And why is it biting? And is this going to turn into a dog that's going to bite me its whole life, and that's a legitimate fear. And so I want to discern the difference. Puppies bite to learn about their world and play and explore and initiate. Very similar to how a toddler puts everything in their mouths. Now, I'm not talking about when a puppy snarls because it doesn't want you to touch its food, if you have a dog that struggles with resource guarding, or a puppy that may not want to be picked up. Some dogs don't like to be handled. Sometimes they'll growl if they don't want to be picked up. I'm not discussing that idea right this second. I'm just talking about you get the dog out of the crate and they're just putting their mouth all over you, right? Mouthing your arms, mouthing. They've got your hair in their mouth. It's frustrating. It's irritating. And it's really normal to be frustrated and irritated by that. So first, know that all puppies do this. It's developmental, it's necessary, it's part of how they learn about their world. However, we don't have to tolerate it. We need to teach them that we don't like that, because we're not dogs, and as long as they interact with humans in that way, they will always be in trouble, and adults will be frustrated with them, and they'll feel that emotion, but they won't understand why, because if we've let them do it, then they think it's okay. So it's very important that we assert our leadership as their pack leader, and that we either turn that puppy's mouth, if it's a young dog, turn the biting area away from you, distract with a toy, try and get them interested in other things, right? If that doesn't work, you can always do a no and look them in the eye and see if that works. Also, you can just put them back in their puppy pen or crate, because typically a young puppy, and I mean young, like under 6-8 months, when they bite, it's usually because they're overstimulated and they just need a break. For whatever reason, they're revved up and they need to chill out and then come back out when they can settle. So there's no harm in just putting the puppy away. And you'll see that a lot around little kids. They'll be around little kids, and the little kids are shrieking and they're running and they're ee, and the puppies get revved up, and then they start to bite the children, because that's how they would play with other puppies, and to them, kids are just puppies. So that's an ideal time to say to the kids, okay, puppy needs a nap now, and then put the puppy away for a while. The puppy's stressed out, and they're, showing it that way. Now, the second type of nipping or biting is aggressive nipping or biting, and that can happen with a puppy, like I mentioned, over food, resource guarding a toy, if sometimes they don't want to be picked up, something like that. And an adult dog sometimes can have a personality where they have struggles in this arena. I would definitely get a professional trainer involved if you have a dog that struggles with nipping and biting at people for any reason as an adult, and it's not play related. The big thing to remember is that just because your puppy wants to mouth and bite you when they're young doesn't mean they're going to end up being nippy, aggressive dogs at all. But we do want to teach them really early it's not okay. We got to figure out different ways to work through things. So, okay, I hope you're having a great day. This was on my heart today, and I decided to share it. I'm Laura Shorter with Pocketful of Sunshine Miniature Golden Retrievers, bringing hope and enriching lives one dog at a time.